welcome to the Business of Being a Virtual Assistant. I'm your host, Tiffany Parson, and you're watching and listening to episode number 281. Today, we're going to talk about working solo but preparing for a team. Now, this episode is for you as a business owner that is working solo right now. Maybe you're contemplating getting a team time down the road. Maybe you have no idea, or maybe you're like, look, Tiffany, I enjoy working by myself. I'm going to keep it just me. Everything I'm going to say in this episode applies to you as well. Here's how to start operating like a team while you're working solo. Number one, create a system that you follow each time you get a client, from the time they are prospect all the way to the time you start working with them. So create a system that you follow every single time. Right now, you may already have something that you do and it's in your mind. You know, this is exactly what I do every single time. Get it down on paper. Put it in a Google Doc so you have that information already written, already in place. If you're like, well, I kind of have a system. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do that. Figure out what's working best and use that as your system. What you put in your Google Doc, remember, it's not set in stone. You can change it. It's your system. But most importantly, have a system. Number two, a process workflow for every service that you provide, whether that is bookkeeping, Pinterest, social media, customer support, whatever it is. For every single one of your services, have a process workflow. What do you do from the very beginning when the client comes on board and they say, we want you to do our bookkeeping, we're in QuickBooks, what have you. What do you do from the start all the way to doing the work? Have a process workflow. And just like with the system, you're going to put that down in your Google Doc as well for every single service. So if it's 5 services, you're going to have 5 different workflows. If you are the kind of person that likes charts and graphs and things like that, have your chart and graph, have it in a Word form as well. Because what may happen down the road, if you decide to bring on one person as your business grows, then you already have these systems in place. It'll make it really easy for training. Let's say if you ever needed a backup, you're out sick, vacationing, whatever it may be, you already have these things in place. Number 3, a recurring payment system. So you are not manually sending out invoices every single month or however often you send out invoices. You want something that is automatically recurring every single time, whether that's Square, Stripe, in some other systems that you're using, but something that makes it so that you are not having to touch it every single time. This also means that your clients will be on different payment dates. So somebody's recurring payment, maybe they started with you on the 10th, so theirs will recur automatically on the 10th based on when they paid. If somebody else paid you on the 5th, then theirs recurs automatically on the 5th versus trying to get everybody on the same date, because everybody's going to start at different times. If you are utilizing packages as your pricing, this works beautifully. If it's a set flat rate, it works perfectly to have that recurring payment, so you don't even have to think about it. You know, the 5th, the 10th, the 15th, whatever the times are, you know, and it makes it easy to keep track of. These are some quick tips to help you while you're working solo, but also in preparation for a future team. You never know what's going to happen down the road. You might get a huge project and need to bring on more people, whether it's permanent or temporary or subcontracting, whatever the case may be. These 3 things will help you as you do the work. So remember, create a system from prospect to start, get your process workflow for every single service, and have a recurring payment system so that you're not sending manual invoices every single month. That makes it easy to forget. You don't want to forget anything. You don't want to have to remember, oh, I got to send an invoice. You want to be able that to happen recurring every single month. If you have any questions, comment below. I look forward to hearing how these tips are helping you as you're working solo in preparation for your future team. Thank you so much for watching and listening. You have a wonderful and fantastic day.